Good morning students. We are going to start our new chapter. In this new chapter we are going to study about acid, base and salt. This is your class 10 NCERT chapter number 2, acid, base and salt. So we are going to study our very important chapter of chemistry, that is the basic knowledge of chemistry. If we know the about acid, base and salt, then we are able to do and to learn chemistry. So it was the basic knowledge of chemistry. So carefully you understand what is acid, what is base and what is salt. So we will start with our first topic, what is acid. Acid, those substance which gives H plus ions in aqueous solution. Means what is aqueous solution? A solution in which water is as a solvent, that is called aqueous solution. When in aqueous solution H plus ions will give any substance, then it is called acid. Like H2SO4, HNO3, HCl, all these are example of acid. Now general properties of acid. How we know? How we will identify this solution was an acidic solution or basic solution? So these are the properties. On these properties we will consider which solution was an acid. Like the taste of acid was sour taste. Means when we taste the acid, its taste was sour. Able to conduct electricity in aqueous solution, means when acid in form of aqueous solution, if we want to conduct electricity in that solution, then acid will conduct the electricity. Means which solution conduct electricity we will consider as an acid. Turn blue litmus into red. Means what is litmus? Litmus is a paper that that is an indicator of acid base. Means from that litmus paper we will identify what solution was acidic or basic in nature. Means when we take a blue litmus, if we will put the blue litmus paper in the solution, and if the blue litmus paper color will change into red, then it was considered that solution was an acidic solution. Phenolphthalein remains colorless in acid. Means this is also a indicator. When we use this phenolphthalein and when we put this in a solution, so in an acid solution, then it cannot change their color. Means it was colorless. Methyl orange gives red color in acid. Means when we add methyl orange in acidic solution, it can change their color and it gives you red color. pH is less than 7, means all solution have their pH value, concentration of hydrogen, pH full form. Now it was less than 7. When you will study in upper classes in 11, 12, then when you are taken a science stream, then you will check the pH and all these experiment you will do in your laboratories. Now our next topic is bases. How we will identify the solution was bases? Those substance which gives OH minus ions in aqueous solution. Means in aqueous solution, if the substance gives OH minus, then it is called basic solution. In acid it gives H plus ion, in base it gives OH minus ion. So general property to identify the bases, that is the taste of base solution was bitter. Acid was sour taste, but base has bitter taste. Able to conduct electricity in aqueous solution. Base also have the ability to conduct electricity. Third, turn red litmus into blue. In acid, blue change into red, but in base, red litmus paper change into blue, then it is a basic solution. Turn naphthalene pink. Means in that when we phenolphthalein use, it remains colorless. Means it doesn't change there, doesn't have any color. But in that when we phenolphthalein use, it changed the color into pink color. In acid it was colorless, but in base it was pink. If naphthalene change their color in pink, then we will consider it the it was a basic solution, and the pH is more than 7. In acid the pH is less than 7, but in base the pH is more than 7. Some are indicators we will study right now: litmus paper, phenolphthalein. These are also the indicator, but some other have indicators like, first, what is indicator? Those substances which change their color in a acid and base, by which we can check whether any solution is acid or base. Means a substance that from that we can check the solution was acidic or basic in nature. That type of substance is called indicator. There are three type of indicator. One is synthetic indicator, second is natural indicator, third is olfactory indicator. First, we will study about synthetic indicator. What is synthetic indicator? Those indicators which are prepared in the lab, means that are prepared by man-made in the laboratories. That type of indicators is called synthetic indicators. What is mean by synthetic? To prepare, that we are preparing, that is means synthetic. So his name also synthetic indicator, means we are preparing in our laboratories with the chemical, with the help of chemical like phenolphthalein, methyl, orange. These are the chemicals which are synthetic indicators. What are natural indicators? Those substances which occurs in natures, means they already we will get from our natures, from our surroundings, like turmeric, means haldi, then litmus paper. So these are the natural indicator that we are getting from our nature, and it change their colors in acid and base. Then we identify the solution was acidic or basic in nature. Last, third indicator was olfactory indicator. What was olfactory indicator? Those substances which change their odor in acidic or basic medium, like onion and clove. Means some in these two indicators we will see that it will change their color, but in olfactory indicators it will change the smell, and from that we will identify if the solution was acidic or basic in nature. Like onion and clove are the olfactory indicators which will change their color, and we will identify the solution was acidic or basic. Now when we react acid base with metals, non-metals, and what we get, so we will going to study and we will react acid and base with metals and non-metals. Then what will happen, we will see that. First, when reaction of acid with metal, when we will react the acid with metal, metal reacts with dilute acid to form salt and hydrogen gas. Then what we get? Salt and hydrogen gas. Means when metal react with acid, it gives us salt and hydrogen gas. One example, zinc is a metal. When it was react with acid, HCl means hydrochloric acid. When zinc react with hydrochloric acid, it gives us zinc chloride, and hydrogen gas was liberated, released. So this product we will get zinc chloride and hydrogen gas when metal and acid will react. Second, we will study same acid base like that. Okay, now reaction of base. When base was react with metal, so some metals react with base. Not all metals react with base and all metal react with acid. Mostly all the metals react with acid, but only some metals are react with bases, and that metal when react with bases, it give us salt. Here also salt, here also salt, means both have same property, but only here we will take on acid and here we will take on base. And the example same, zinc, here also we will take on zinc when acid react with metal. When base react with metal, zinc react with NaOH. NaOH means sodium hydroxide, OH means hydroxide. When zinc and sodium hydroxide react, it give us sodium zinc oxide. What it was give us? Sodium zinc oxide, and hydrogen gas released, and this was the salt. So you understand, when acid and base react with metal, it gives us salt and hydrogen gas. Okay, you learn it properly. When reaction of acid with metal carbonates and metal hydrogen carbonates, means when acid react with metal carbonate, or instead of metal carbonate, if it will react with metal hydrogen carbonate, then it gives us they form salt, carbon dioxide gas and water. These three things we will get when acid react with metal carbonate or metal hydrogen carbonate. Anyone? Now see here, Na2CO3. It was acid when metal carbonate. What was that? Metal carbonate react with HCl acid. When metal carbonate react with acid, it gives us NaCl. What is NaCl? Sodium chloride. So what was we get? Salt, carbon dioxide and water. Three things we will get when we react acid with metal carbonate. Then it was salt, this was carbon dioxide and this was water. So these three things we will get. Now here it was metal hydrogen carbonate. When metal hydrogen carbonate react with acid, we will get NaCl, means salt, carbon dioxide and water, means same product we will get when we react metal carbonate or metal hydrogen carbonate react with acid. Now reaction of metallic oxide with acid, means when we react metallic oxide with acid, then what we get product? Salt and water. Means when we react metal oxide with acid, we get salt and water as a product. Here it was an example, copper oxide. Copper means it is a metal. When copper oxide is react with H2SO4, H2SO4 is acid, and it was react when these both are reacted, then the product we will get copper sulfide plus water. Copper sulfide plus water. Copper sulfide is a salt. Now this reaction of metallic oxide with base. When we react metal oxide with base, what we get? Same, salt plus water. SO2, it was non-metallic oxide with base. SO2 is a non-metallic, means sulfur dioxide. React with NaOH, NaOH means sodium hydroxide. When it was react, it give us sodium sulfate and give us water. So these two, when we react with acid or base, we get salt and water. Now these are the important topics, and alkalis was very important term you will use in higher classes in 11th, 12th and all classes. Wherever you study chemistry, you get this word, alkalis. What is alkalis? Those bases which dissolve in water are called alkalis. Means when bases are dissolved in water, so that is called alkalis. Example, NaOH, KOH, CaOH twice. So these are all alkalis. Why? Because these all are the bases that dissolve in water. So the bases that is dissolved in water, that type of solution is called alkalis solution. Now this is very important reaction, neutralization reaction. It was asked in your board examination also. So you have to learn and you have to understand what is neutralization reaction. When H plus ion forms acid combined with OH ions form base, they form salt and H2. Means from acid H plus ion, from base OH minus ion, when these two ions will combine and they form a salt and water. See here in example, from acid HCl, base NOH. So from acid we H plus will acid give H plus ion, base will give OH minus ion. When these two combines, it gives us salt. Okay, from here acid, what is acid? Those substances which give H plus ion to the aqueous solution. So HCl is an acid, so it gives us H plus ion. What is base? Those substances which gives OH minus ion to aqueous solution. So NOH is a base, so it gives us OH minus ion. When H plus ion and OH minus ion will combine, it gives us salt. And what was the salt? NaCl. And another thing it will give us, that is water. NaCl is a very important salt. We will study in our next video about NaCl. From NaCl, so many things are making, like bleaching powder, plaster of Paris, gypsums, all these things in that NaCl was be used. So last 2 point. From this, it is called neutralization reaction, when acid and base are react to each other to form a salt. When concentrated acid is added to water, means if concentrated acid will add to the water, lot of heat is evolved, means so many heat will be released. If we add acid to water or water to acid, heat will be evolved. When water is added to base, if we add water to the base is in a solid form, heat is evolved, the process is exothermic, and this type of process is called exothermic process. So I hope you understand this whole chapter. This was the basic knowledge of this chapter. We will continue this chapter in our next video. In that video, we will study about plaster of Paris, gypsums, bleaching powder. That all have some are basic and some have acid. So thank you. We will